Well, that was that game. Now it's time for one of the more tedious missions. The Wuthering Enterprise. Well, you can call this the Hindenburg mission, because we are going to the Hindenburg, which has stuck to the Empire State Building. Yeah, I know, it's weird. I mean, how can an airship dock onto an Empire State Building? Anyhow, this mission has a lot of ghosts, and the worst ones of these missions are, I'm really not kidding here, a model plane, a bear, and a shoo-shoo train. All of those are toys. But there's also some other enemies on these missions, and well, you will have to see them for yourself. So let's now get the mission.
Our attention's recently been drawn to some disturbing events in Manhattan. Several people have had dramatic falls, as if they'd been pushed from the top floors of skyscrapers. Although their bodies were all found between 40 and 100 meters away from the Empire State Building, distances no human being could possibly jump, it's the last place these people were seen alive. As far as we know, no phenomenon of obsessive fear has ever occurred in the Empire State Building. The reported events, nonetheless, point to the contrary.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Hindenburg on the Empire State Building. Oh. And this... well, let's just start.
You're late.
What?
You're late. Come on, it's on the 82nd story. Second story. Hey, second story. That's yours. Have a nice trip.
Oh my god. This place is crawling with ghosts. Anyhow, you're going to talk to this woman.
Pardon me.
Well,
Could you
she
tell me
talks
what
to
I'm
you.
doing here? I'm Justin Medigan. I can't remember anything.
What you're going to do
It was hot,
now?
a scorching heat, not a breath of air. And all of a sudden, a terrible gust of wind.
You're going to use
I think I fell
the
into the body.
exorcism.
Yes, I did fall.
Well,
Oh, can you imagine?
yeah.
I was cleaning the window and then I fell.
You are going to use exorcism
Could you tell
on
me what I'm
this
doing
girl.
here? I'm Justin Madigan.
So
I can't
now
remember
let's do
anything.
exorcism.
It was hot, a scorching heat, not a breath of air. And all of a sudden, a terrible gust of wind.
We've just identified the woman standing in front of the newsstand. It's Justine Madigan, all right. She's one of the 5 people who were found dead over the last months. What she's said confirms our suspicions. Justine Madigan was a chambermaid. She was found 70 meters away from the Empire State Building. You have to free her soul as soon as possible. We deem it fair to exorcise Justine Madigan,
Yeah, I
thereby
know.
freeing her spirit and offering her eternal peace.
I have already done that.
I just wanted to thank you before I left.
So now you are going to do that technical thing, I think. It's like so, and then yes, the ticket will drop down like so. And another good thing to do is to get more
The ticket
energy.
you picked up is for the Hindenburg flight of the 7th of May 1937. The elevator boy was right. You're late. The investigation continues.
Yes,
Be careful.
I know.
Good morning, sir. Here you are at last. You're nearly the last passenger. Just one more to come. Your ticket, please.
Yes, here you go.
I'm sorry, sir, but you cannot board
Be
without a
quiet, woman. Here's.
ticket. Would you please go through customs? It's the first door on my right. I wish you a pleasant trip, sir.
Anyhow,
Weather's real nice in Berlin.
anyhow, now you have a boarding pass, and you can actually board the Hindenburg. And
Good morning, sir.
you can also
Can I get you a
talk to
drink?
this
Whiskey,
guy.
gin, tequila, vodka. We also have today's newspaper, if you wish. All the
Yes.
ships mentioned in it, you know. Let me tell you a little secret. I wish I were part of the crew.
Okay.
It's quite a cruise you're going on, sir.
Yeah, I think so. Hmm.
The newspaper is dated the 7th of May 1937. We're making inquiries. The Zeppelin mentioned on the front page may be connected with the obsessive fear. We'll contact you as soon as we have further information. Until then, keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
Everything leads us to believe that we're faced with a quite outstanding obsessive fear. The Spectre has faithfully reconstructed what used to be the air terminal of the Hindenburg, the famous airship that blew up on the 7th of May 1937. Crew members and all 40 passengers died in the disaster. If the flight attendant is to be believed, you're the 39th passenger. Come on, there's no time to lose.
Yeah, but before that, I need to mention that you can't, under any time, go back to this ticket office, because once you are on the airship, you have to stay there until the end of this level, until you have meet the boss and taking a book from the boss, or the captain in this case. Because if you get off the ship too early, then everyone will attack you, because some way the ticket will disappear, even though if you have the ticket on you. So the ticket is only a one-way ticket. Remember that. Don't ever jump off this airship too early in the game. So if you need any energy for this level, then do as I. Drain it out now. Because the airship in itself doesn't have much energy. It's pretty empty on energy. You can also use a new spell called Cold Spirit. It's not very useful. You will be better without it. It's better to level up your positive blast.
You
So,
won't have to wait too long once you're through with the customs.
Good morning, sir. Your boarding card, please.
now you have to give him the boarding card, otherwise he will
Allow me to insist, sir. I really must see your boarding card.
Okay, that was the PK blaster. I don't know what happened.
Have no boarding card? Did you think you could get away without paying?
I have given him the boarding
Here
card.
is your boarding card, sir. Just hand it to the flight attendant down the corridor on your way to the Zeppelin. May I suggest you go the right way, sir? You're the next to last passenger. Again, I wish you a pleasant trip.
Okay, well, thank you. There's also a door there. Weird. Okay. You can also enter this room. It's an extra waiting room, and here is a priest that talks about his
My
son.
son, I was hoping so much you'd come. You are alive. I can feel it. Hans must accept his death. He can be so stubbornly stupid. He wants to leave as soon as possible and won't listen to anyone. Please help us.
Okay, I can try. So, are you dead then? I mean, well, okay. Is that the Titanic? Ah, no, it's the French line.
One of
Never
the ghosts mentioned a certain Hans. We're investigating that. We're looking through the list of the passengers and crew members who were on the last flight of the Hindenburg. We'll stay in contact.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. We're pleased to welcome you aboard. Your boarding card, please.
Here you go.
We've retrieved 2 Hans from the passenger list of the Hindenburg on the 7th of May 1937. Hans Kruger, a leading seaman, a crew member, and Hans Vogel, a businessman, an entrepreneur from Berlin. Both could have had grounds for refusing their deaths. The former, no doubt, because he hoped to be promoted to the rank of captain of the Zeppelin, and the latter because he was about to sign a contract with the German government to set up an armaments factory.
Okay.
We're happy to welcome you aboard. We'll be leaving shortly. There's still one more passenger to board, and then the Zeppelin will take off.
Okay. I see. Anyhow, once you have, jumped off the Zeppelin, you will go here. Because in this
Welcome
room
to the
you will...
Hindenburg. Captain Kruger and his crew wish you a
Yeah, I know.
pleasant journey.
Because in this room is the last place you are going to. Because
We're
you're
happy
going to
to
set
welcome
up
you
a
aboard. We'll be
ghost
leaving
trap
shortly.
there.
There's still one more passenger to board, and then the Zeppelin will take off.
You're going then to use the data analyzer as the ghost trap, but that is for later. Now I will save this game because I am so afraid to lose any data. Entering this
Morning, sir.
elevator.
You'll be boarding in just a few minutes. Prepare, sir. Have a nice trip.
Now
The captain and the crew are pleased to welcome you aboard the Hindenburg.
you're on the
Cabins are
Hindenburg.
upstairs.
You've just penetrated a phenomenon of obsessive fear we had never encountered before. You're actually in the Hindenburg. This is not the beyond, but a perfect illusion made up from start to finish by the entity itself. Whatever you do, don't interfere with the Zeppelin's spectral structure.
Like I
Risk a
said,
380-meter fall.
let's talk to this dude.
Captain Kruger does not receive passengers. Just as the children. He promised to show how the cockpit.
Okay.
Please go back to your cabin.
Okay.
When I find them, they can expect no mercy.
So, now we have finally killed that bear, and in these rooms you will find other passengers, like here.
Taken off yet? Oh, it all takes so much time. Would it be a quicker than that?
And what these rooms are for is for protection, but like you can see, it's not easy to tell which room you can enter.
Captain's gone crazy.
Captain's crazy, huh? All news, pal. So, like I said before, these rooms are only meant for protection. So, if you want to hide, well, you can hide here. That is what the rooms are for.
I see you're one of the last passengers to board. Can't see anything wrong with that. You're such a darling.
I wish I could say the same about you. Maybe we should move on. Anyhow, now when you know that you can hide there, let's move over to the next thing. And this is the next enemy. And that is the shoo-shoo train. Like I said, a toy train. And it looks like I killed that toy train. Man, will this music ever shut up? I'm sorry, but this music is driving me insane. Just go to options and lower the excuse me. Just go to options like this and press well, you see what I'm the keys to lower it. That was better. Man, as I'm serious, I have done nothing to this soundtrack. It's loud and obnoxious all the time. It's like it's going to your neck. Anyway, here you have a nice view of well, United States, I think. So, Egypt. Wonder what's on that other thing. Some royalty? Maybe Germany's king? I don't know. Well, let's move on. I am not here to look at posters. Here is the hardest enemy, well, the next hardest enemy aside from the boss fight. Ladies and gentlemen, the model plane.
I'm bored. You seen my toys? Will you take me to see the captain's cabin? He promised to show me his cabin.
Yeah, I have seen your toys, little kid. They were trying to murder me. And this one will do the same for me. Anyhow, you're supposed to kill this plane, which attacked you immediately. Well, you see it. Just hold in the trigger and don't let go until that thing is killed.
And I don't even have a toy. So you're taking me to see the captain, okay? Take this way to the captain? I think it's that way.
Okay. Can I take this? No?
Well, it's not much fun, is it? And I don't even have a toy. So you're taking me to see the captain, okay? It's not fair. I'm bored.
Listen, kid, you had the airplane right in front of you.
I want to see the cockpit.
I hate this kid, I really do. I mean, I can't believe a kid can't see its own toys when it is in front of them. And who wants toys that can attack you? Let's just get this over with. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm going. Don't rush me.
We've identified the entity. It's Hans Kruger, the leading seaman at the Hindenburg, on the flight of the 7th of May 1937.
Okay.
We did a survey of the existing data. Hans Kruger is an extremely powerful spectre. Avoid any confrontation for the time being. Take advantage of your being in his cabin to gather as much information as possible. We'll call you back to decide on our course of action.
Anyhow, after that, you're supposed to, well, as I told you, move forward. Something is wrong with that kid. And, well...
Nosy Parker. The captain loves to show children around the cockpit.
Am I the only one disturbed by that?
The captain will be delighted.
Wow. You can see everything from up here.
Ah, a little passenger. So you'd like to be a captain, eh? In the meantime, I will look at this. This is the cockpit. got a hands, telephone to communicate engine room.
Oh, nice view.
Oh,
And now you're going to take his logbook and run for your fucking life!
It's high time you took action. You have to... Again, you have proved worthy of our trust. Hans Kruger was a leading seaman and a crew member of the Hindenburg. He was beyond reproach and hoped to become the airship's captain one day. Unfortunately, it blew up on May 7th, 1937. Hans Kruger couldn't accept the tragedy and started haunting the Empire State Building, which was meant to be used as an airship terminal. The plan proved far too risky when it was tried out and was abandoned.